poll from Siena College now shows that Governor Hochul's popularity among voters has increased.
News 10 ABC Capitol correspondent Jamie DeLine breaks down the numbers and explains what's behind them.
Governor Kathy Hochul has the highest job approval rating she's ever had at 56% and her highest favorability rating of 48% according to the latest Siena poll.
I was a little bit surprised that, her job approval and favorability ratings were as high as they were because of where she had been over the last year heading into the election and then last month, a month after the election. I was surprised to see that pickup of 15 points in her job approval rating.
Overall, many of Hochul's State of the State proposals were supported by New York voters. According to the survey, 85% are in favor of not raising the state income tax this year, 76% are in favor of basing increases in New York State's minimum wage on the rate of inflation, and 68% would like to see the state constitution include an equal rights amendment. When it comes to giving judges more discretion to set bail for offenders accused of serious crimes, pollster Steve Greenberg breaks down the numbers.
It's supported by 61% of Republicans, 63% of independents, and 68% of Democrats. So while this is, supposed to be an issue that appeals more to Republicans than Democrats, actually, it appeals a little even more to Democrats than Republicans.
Republican Assembly Minority Leader Will Barkley was happy that the governor mentioned the issue of crime in her address.
I want to see her also spend some political capital and get some of the changes that we've been advocating for, like giving judges discretion when there's a violent criminal to be able to hold them without bail. We think that's a very common sense approach.
However, one issue that most voters are against is raising SUNY tuition up to 3% for most schools.
62% of New Yorkers oppose that idea compared to only 28% who support it. And the opposition is with Democrats, Republicans, independents, young, old, downstate, upstate, across the board.
821 registered voters took part in this survey, which was conducted last week. Reporting in Albany, I'm Jamie DeLine.
Thank you, Jamie. Despite